If you're a crafter who sells your finished products, or maybe you're just starting out and wanting to craft and sell the projects that you make, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how you can make some really simple and easy crafts that you can profit off of. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name's Liz, and if you didn't know, I have a small business where I sell really all sorts of things. I sell wooden craft kits. I also sell some of my finished goods that I make here on my YouTube channel, and to do that, I sell them online, or I have a booth in a local mall where I sell them there as well. So if you're a crafter and you're looking to make some extra cash, some extra income off of the crafts that you make, I'm going to show you some really simple and easy ones in today's video. This is not going to require any kind of power tools or any large machinery to be able to make it. You can go to any of your craft stores locally, find some blank signs and pair them either with Couture Transfers. You could even use your Cricut for this, but today I grabbed a whole bunch of signs from Hobby Lobby while they were 40% off, and I'm going to make them over using some Couture Transfers to keep things super simple, so no designing, no weeding. This is going to be so quick and easy for all of these projects, and I am going to resell them either on my online store, or I'm going to put them in my booth that we just got this month, so maybe to add a few new pieces to the booth for people to buy. I would say if you are looking to recreate these DIYs and you want to use the Couture Transfers to start making crafts and selling them, sign up to become a designer, because you're going to get a discounted price on your transfers, and that is going to mean more income in your pocket when you turn around and sell the crafts that you've made. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on my crafts to make and sell.
We are going to be using Couture Transfers today because they're quick and easy and make designing and creating projects super simple when creating items to sell either on my website or in my booth in the store. So I'm going to take this Land of the Free transfer from Couture, as well as this Herringbone blank sign that you can also purchase from my website. I am going to start by painting the entire backing white. I did do a couple of coats on this, and by the time I was done, I felt like it looked like subway tile, which I thought was really pretty. I wasn't worried if the lines were being filled in with the paint, because a lot of that's going to be covered up anyways, but I thought even just painting this white and keeping it like this was really pretty as well. So I'm going to start by taking my Couture surface wax. I use this anytime that I am putting a Couture transfer on wood or any other kind of porous surface. This is going to help protect from bleeding and protect your transfer from picking up, any kind of wood splinters or anything like that. I have just personally found that the wax helps make my images look a lot better than not using it, but that's just my personal opinion and what I have found. You can do however you want to do it. I know a lot of people don't use it and still have a lot of success. Now I taped off a little section of the sign. I'm going to go in with this Bunker Hill blue from Dixie Belle paint, and I am going to give this 2 coats of this paint. I'm taking the Couture woven thick thin stripes, and I am going to put that on the other half of my sign where the white still is. I'm going to grab my candy apple red chalk paste from Couture, and I am going to spread that over the entire white portion of my sign using a squeegee. This probably would have worked better if I had one of their larger squeegees, so invest in one of their bigger squeegees for your bigger projects. But I just took my time with it, got it all covered, and then peeled up my transfer. Next, I'm going to take the cutouts that you can pair with your Land of the Free transfers. They come with the letters to spell America, so I would just put my letter down underneath the corresponding letter, and then I used my black chalk paste to chalk on top of it, and I just repeated that step for all of those letters. I am going to chalk on top of the blue that we painted down. Now you probably didn't need to paint your entire sign white since I covered it up with this blue anyways, but I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do, so you could probably skip painting the entire thing white and save yourself some time, but I'm going to add my star transfers on top, and I just tried to line them up as best as I could and put as many stars as I could on top of our blue section. I laid out my letters to spell out America on top of my sign. I'm taking some E6000 and I just kind of spread it around on each of those letters and tried to get them as even as I possibly could. I took a paint stir stick to try to make sure that everything was nice and even at the bottom and everything was nice and straight. So I just took my time, went from the outside in to get all of my letters glued down. Lastly, I'm going to take the transfer that says Land of the Free. I just centered it below the word America using my black chalk paste and squeegeed that on there. And that is it for this DIY. I love the way that this turns out. I think it looks really nice and really high end. I can't decide if I'm going to put this on my online store or if I'm going to put it in my booth. Let me know what your thoughts are. Should I give it a little time in the online store first for everybody? Or should I just go straight to putting it in the booth? For this DIY, I grabbed this Hobby Lobby blank that was $14.99, but they are 40% off on certain weeks, so make sure that you get them when they're on sale. I also grabbed this Blessed Beyond Measure transfer from Couture. I'm adding my surface wax to the sign, buffing that in, and then adding my transfer right on top, trying to center it as best as I can. I'm going to go in with two different chalk colors for this one. I'm going to grab the sage for the little garland or leaves, greenery that are on the sides. I'm going to add those on first, and the rest I'm going to use my velvet black chalk paste and just squeegeeing over the entire images. And I think this is super easy and very, very cute. You didn't have to do a ton of work to make this really pretty sign that I personally think looks really high end and really beautiful. And this honestly only took a couple of minutes to make. For the next couple DIYs, I'm going to be using these transfers. I love these bigger ones that come with a whole bunch of different sayings and, different transfers. So you're getting 6 in 1 kind of a deal. The first thing I'm going to do is take this cutting board or this cheese board that I got from Walmart. It was only $5. I'm going to start by adding my surface wax on top of it. And I chose this transfer that says a messy kitchen is a sign of a happy family, which I thought went perfectly with the cheese board. You could add this into your kitchen and have it be a decor piece that you set out on your counter. You could even hang it, whatever you wanted to do with it, but I'm just going to squeegee some white chalk paste on there, remove it to reveal this super cute image. And as a final touch, I am going to make a bow out of this ribbon. I am going to tie it just like you would your shoelaces, taking 2 loops and tying them together. I also took another scrap piece and wrapped it around the handle of the cheese board. I used some hot glue to glue it down right in the middle, and then I added the bow right on top. And that's all you got to do for this one. It's super quick and super easy, and I think that this will look really cute in someone's kitchen. These next two, again, are super, super easy. I'm going to take these signs that actually come from Couture. Now, you could use these, you could use a different sign that you have, or if you want to make your own signs, you can do that as well. But all I did was add the transfer right inside. I'm going to use my eucalyptus chalk paste for the excuse the mess portion of the sign, and then for the rest of the words I'm going to use my velvet black chalk paste. I love these super simple signs that have these kind of funny sayings on them. I feel like they're really popular right now, and I'm hoping that they will sell well in my store. Another super easy one, just grabbing that Couture sign and then this Couture transfer. It is the definition of family, so I did do a two-tone with this one as well. I believe this chalk base is called the eggshell blue, which I think is really pretty. And then for the rest of the words, I just went in with the black chalk paste. And that's all you got to do to make these super simple signs. This literally takes 5 minutes to make, and I think that they turn out really well. For this one, I'm going to take this blank wooden sign that I got in a pack from Hobby Lobby. It came with a bunch of different sizes. So I'm going to start out by painting the back red. I did tape off the edges because I wanted to leave the frame itself this natural wood color. So I just go in with one coat of this red chalk paint. This is from Folk Art. I don't remember the name of the color off the top of my head, but it is a Folk Art chalk paint. I did go in with my surface wax from Couture, buffed that into the entire backing, and then I'm going to go in with the mini buffalo check transfer from Couture. I just laid that on top of my sign and then pressed it all around the edges to make sure that I could get nice and up into the corners and right up against the frame. I went in with my bright white chalk paste and just chalked over the entire backing. I'm taking those star cutouts that came in the pack of cutouts for the Land of the Free transfer. So I wanted to use more of that transfer as well as the rest of those cutouts. So I gave the stars a coat of the Bunker Hill Blue from Dixie Belle paint. I did do 2 coats on that. And then I did add some surface wax on top of it just because I wanted a barrier between the paint and the transfer. This paint for some reason didn't stick super well to the cutouts, so I wanted to make sure that the transfer wouldn't lift up any of that paint. I put the transfer right on top of those star cutouts and added my bright white chalk paste on top of them. Now you could obviously just paint a star around this, but for me this is kind of a foolproof way of getting a nice looking star. If you're not the best at freehanding or just painting in general, I feel like using the transfers make it really easy to get a nice clean and crisp image. I'm going to take the banner piece that also comes with those cutouts, and I also did 2 coats of that Bunker Hill Blue on top of that. While that's drying, I'm taking the eagle cutout and the eagle transfer, and I just used my velvet chalk paste all over the top of that transfer, peeled it off, and you have this really pretty eagle. Now, I've seen people do the gold with this as well, and I also think that looks really nice. I'm going to add my corresponding transfer on top of our banner piece, just using my white chalk paste, and then peel that off, and you have this Home of the Brave on top of your banner that I think looks really nice. And then I'm just going to go ahead and assemble my sign. So I'm just using E6000 to glue down all of my pieces, starting with the stars. I tried to get everything as centered and as even as I possibly could. And that's all you have to do for this DIY. I think this looks really nice. It's a fun patriotic piece that I think will look really good in anybody's home.
And that was it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful in giving you some inspiration on some things that you can make and sell either in vendor events or booths, or really however. You can even do it on Facebook Marketplace. That's where I started out and found a lot of success there. If you want to see some more videos on how you can DIY and make your own decor to then sell, I have a couple other videos. I will link them down below for you guys to give you some more ideas of things that you can make and sell and how to make your own signs. Like I said, you could create your own signs with these DIYs and pair the Couture Transfers with those. That will also keep your costs even lower than what I'm showing you in today's video. Or if you aren't comfortable using power tools and you want something a little bit more quick and easy, definitely stop by Hobby Lobby when they're having their 40% off sale and grab their blank signs that they have. They have a whole section full of them. There's so many options. But that's all I got. Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe before you guys leave. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!